All through the conversations surrounding the End Bad Governance protest, one thing that protesters kept hearing is that they should wait till the next elections if they wanted to change government. This was said repeatedly by government supporters and the likes. Of course, Dele Alake was one of them who also mentioned that. To wait 4 years and vote. But then these people saying so failed to see that one of the main reasons Nigerians at that time chose protesting is partly because they're impatient with the idea of surviving under the current situation for 4 years, and also because they have very little faith in the electoral process in Nigeria. Because it is quite common to expect any government in office to again be re-elected for another 4 years after its first tenure. In fact, many Nigerians said after the 2023 elections that the next focus should be in 2031, because the change that happened in 2014 with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan losing was not normal. President Buhari, of course, had his whole 8 years in office through, once again, a poorly rated 2019 election. And then in 2023, Nigerians again witnessed another electoral process that shocked many, from the election itself to the court decisions that followed. And so very many Nigerians, young and old, had lost faith in the nation's leadership recruitment process and its elections, and its courts as well, to give justice as they expected. So when these people were saying, if you want to change a government, wait 4 years, it was being said to a people who had already had very little faith in the electoral system. Now fast forward to the 21st of September 2024, and again, elections were held in Edo State. An election that was another opportunity for INEC and the Nigerian government to give some level of credibility to itself and what should be a very seemingly pure process. But from what we saw last Saturday in Edo State, another huge blow was dealt to the very little faith Nigerians had in the elections. Yaga Africa and other election observers said this election failed all its integrity tests. This morning, take a look around Edo State. There is barely anyone celebrating. It was yet another stain on Nigeria and its democracy. And so I'm asking this morning, is this the standard of election that they asked protesters to wait for 4 years? Any election that isn't seen to be free, fair, and credible is a stab in the heart of every Nigerian who is clinging on to nothing but hope. Millions of people who have had their hopes, clinging to the strands of faith that their chosen candidate will bring some succor to their already very painful reality. You have those hopes dashed. That hope is torn to shreds with each election that fails in integrity. It is painful. It is very painful. And if anybody doesn't say it, it should be known that people across the country feel hurt when they saw the Edo State elections. So where do the Nigerian people turn to? Nigerians at this point feel trapped. They don't feel like they have a National Assembly that they believe in. The justice system is in shambles, and then the elections continue to fail. What do the Nigerian people have in this thing that we call a democracy? Good morning, Nigerians.